We're looking live at the Link. Welcome, football fans, to Lincoln Financial Field in South Philly. Today, a good one in store here. It's the Miami Dolphins and the Philadelphia Eagles.
Two-time defending NFC East champion, Philadelphia Eagles.
Jake Elliott is out and ready to kick this one away. And away we go at the Link. Here comes Malik Washington. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. So the Dolphins offense headed out for their opening drive. Calling the shots at quarterback, the fifth-year dual threat out of Liberty. Here's Malik Willis.
There were sure a lot of people quick to write off Malik in his career after a rough start to it. But we've seen this resurrection, this whole process take place in today's NFL. Just when you think somebody's a bust, well, they show up and make plays.
And he's going to be stopped, but not before he picks up 18 yards and a new set of downs. Big shot to begin the drive has him up beyond the 40.
And the Dolphin first down.
Opening carry for Devon Achane. And he's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackle for loss. We've got 2nd and 11.
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the 40-yard line.
Slot man motioned over. Caught him across the line early there. That's an easy call for our officials. He thought he had the timing down and could make the play, but just a hair too early. Move that ball up. It's going to be 6 to go now on 2nd down. Running it after the penalty. They rally to him after a gain of about 7. That effort enough. They've got the first down.
Midfield to the 48-yard line. A gain of 7. First down, Dolphins.
Man in motion here. First down, and they go right back to it. And this give not as fruitful. They're on him quicker this time. He's not going to get back to the line of scrimmage. Well, the extra blocking sure didn't spring that run the way they hoped it would, Brock.
In the old West Coast system, you call 12 personnel, 2 tight ends, Tiger. Tiger package comes on the field. That was a whole lot more like a kitty cat effort there.
He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on 2nd down.
I know these DNs love to get to the quarterback. I know that sacks many times equals a bigger payday. But doing the dirty work, playing the run well, that's what the best of the ends do in this league.
Defenders closing in, and they're going to get home here, and they're dropping at the 40. Jalen Carter. And that's going to leave this offense facing a 4th and forever 22. For the Dolphins, readying for the punt. And this will put an end to the drive after it's stalled out. Brought down before the return gets far. So here are the Eagles now for their first drive. At quarterback, they're going to turn to the 7th-year dual threat, Jalen Hurts.
Not hyperbolic to say that he's a scorer, Kate, without compare in the league, with the power he brings, the tush-push that he does better than anybody else, and also been so productive in big moments of his career.
They run it with Saquon Barkley. He brushed him off with ease. Stops there, but that gets them the first. A big gain before the defense got to him. Looks like about 22 yards.
A gain of 22 yards. That's good.
One play in, Brock, and this drive is already in enemy territory.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Going to the ground again on first. And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards. Well, you've taught me, Brock, sometimes it works, and sometimes, like there, almost nothing from them as they just run it right into the teeth of that blitz.
Yeah, the thing, too, about that success is get ready to see more blitzes. The coordinators love to dial it up.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Hurts. He's got Devontae Smith. And he's taken down at the 30. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. That'll be good for a Philadelphia first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Straight ahead, here's Barkley. He's brought down here, but they will take it 18 yards and a first. Well, he's got his early highlights, Brock, but you know he wants to add a few more to that reel before this game wraps up.
There's no question about that. And you want to get that century mark. That's a number that running backs are proud of. And stacking runs like that will sure help.
And he's brought down just a few yards before the marker, a little further than that, and he would have had the end zone.
A 7-yard pickup.
Last run got him 7. Here comes 2nd and 3. And you just get the play off. And with just one hand, he makes the ground. That's a touchdown. Well, Brock, this was the type of start we expected, right? Given the lopsided matchup we've got, now it's up to their opponents to start giving them a challenge. Keep this one competitive.
Easier said than done, and you know that, Kate, playing as severe underdogs on the road, how they respond on this next drive is going to be really telling for the direction this game goes.
Now Jake Elliott on to attempt the extra point. And he misses on the extra point, so a good start for their offense, but not for him kicking it. Score stays at 6-0. That's the end of our opening quarter. Our score, 6-0. We'll return to the link right after this. Well, probably still thinking about that missed extra point, partner, but he's got to move past it quick as he gets forward to send this one away. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. So Miami headed out for its second drive of the game. And they'll take over facing a 6-0 deficit. Let's start this drive with Achane. And he'll be stopped after just about a yard. 2nd and 9 coming up.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
Now Willis looking to throw on 2nd down. Across his body, defender's there. It's intercepted. Jahan Campbell makes the play. And the Eagles take over after forcing the first turnover of this ballgame. He steps in front and picks it off. Looked like he missed the spot there, partner. Maybe because he threw it on the run?
Yeah, I think that's exactly the case, Kate. You know, you get set in the pocket. This game is fast anyway. Things are flying, but once you get on the run, it is a whole nother speed and really becomes advantage defense as they take it away.
The Eagles and Saquon Barkley ready to take over once again. And the turnover puts them right back out there. Just a few plays since they scored that touchdown.
Well, they didn't get much time to rest, but guess what, Kate? That defense didn't get much time to rest either. Now they can go in attack mode while they're still shaking off that last touchdown.
Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 15.
In the red zone now. He brings it in. And they'll advance this down to the 5-yard line.
Boy, they sure found the right route at the right time to hit the soft spot in that coverage. And that slant, it goes for big yardage.
5-yard line.
2nd down, Hurts. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Devontae Smith from 5 yards away. No hesitation on that throw. He got the guy he wanted right away, and he got it to him for the touchdown.
You know, it's great, Kate, to draw plays that have all sorts of different options, but it's even better when you don't have to get to your second read. His first broke open just like they planned, and that's 6 in the end.
Elliott on now to attempt the point after. And this one, thankfully, not off the mark because this one is up and through.
Score Eagles 13, Dolphins nothing. Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Fields this one at the 3. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. The Dolphins sending their offense back out there. They trail 13-0 here as they go in search of their opening score. All right, Miami has its offense set, partner. Here comes 1st and 10. Running left, here's Achane. Well, this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. He is quickly making a habit out of wrecking plays, Brock, and it doesn't seem to matter what type of play that is.
It's what the best of them do. We talk about just the versatility of offensive players being dual threats. This guy's a dual threat against the pass, and that time stuffing the run.
And his drive up the middle gets him about 3. Brought down by Leak Woolen.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
They'll throw, 3rd and long. He puts some air under it, deep down the left. He's got a man, but he can't make the catch. That hit just a little too much. Breaks up that big play as 3rd down goes unanswered. They punch it away again. Bradley Pinion headed back out. He's got it at the 24. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. The Eagles and receiver Devontae Smith returning to the field. And while one sideline has 0 points, this offense, wow, they have had 0 issues so far getting into that end zone.
They are rolling right now, Kate, and unless there's a speed bump on the immediate horizon, things are at risk of getting out of hand.
It's a big gain, 19 yards as they finally take him down. And that sets up an Eagles 1st down.
19 yards.
One play in, Brock, and this drive is already in enemy territory.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the
1st down, a run with Barkley. And some solid blocking there, springs him for 8. It's going to be 2nd down. Okay, so they sent the blitz, but it almost seemed to backfire there, Brock. They ran through it for a pretty nice game.
Yeah, because there's a little boom or bust,
yeah.
Right? Is an offense, as a QB, if you see that and run away from the blitz, it can be effective like it was there.
And not going to get a snap here. We have arrived at our 2-minute warning. The Eagles with the lead here at the Link. Offense is set. This is 2nd and 2. Now Hurts. Looks like a pick, but he just can't hang on. So it's an incomplete pass on 2nd down. And they're happy to have that compared to the alternative.
Brings up 3rd down and 2.
Barkley gets it on 3rd down. Good play call there. 15 yards for their efforts, and they got the 1st down. They've invested some early touches in him, Brock, and the returns so far, I'd say very promising.
Kate, I told you the story before, but it was the same play 18 plays in a row. You know, I was really good with that, with that clipboard on the sidelines. 18 plays in a row. Peyton ran the same play. If you can't stop it, keep calling it.
He completes it in traffic. And he's brought down. They're going to mark him at the 14. That's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And that's good for an Eagles first down.
Eagles first down. First and 10 at the 14.
Barkley trying this up the gut. And stopped at the 1. All right, so they're going to have to get that final yard. They're going to have to earn it. First and goal. Now the Dolphins call a timeout. It's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Approaching the final minute here before halftime. Throwing here, Hurts. That one's incomplete in the end zone. Ooh, sure looked like they were sitting on that slant, weren't they, Brock? If a route was going to beat them, it was not going to be that one.
Yeah, we see this route all the time, really at every level of football, because as a receiver, you just want to get inside that defender, and when you do, you hope to find that connection. But
the battle for it, and it's caught! Touchdown, Eagles! Devontae Smith, give him 2 now in this second quarter. Nick Sirianni telling his offense they're going for it. 2-point attempt coming.
The Eagles will set up
Hurts setting up to throw.
Conversion.
Wow, his first real mistake. That's intercepted. Jordan Brooks comes up with it. And he's able to get it to the 21 as he goes down. Well, he looked maybe a little unsure of the call, Brock, and that 2-point try unraveled out there.
Or maybe they were just surprised by the look this defense came out in. Either way, unfortunately, not a whole lot you can do once that ball snapped. Got to find some way to make that call work.
Jake Elliott to kick off.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. His return starts at the 5. Escapes a defender. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down. The Dolphin offense taking over late in this half. And we're a shade away from 50 seconds to go in the second. And it is enough time to put something together. Here's Willis to the air. Finds him on the crossing route. And he's brought down, but there's some laundry on the field.
Roughing the passer, defense.
So a big self-inflicted error as that personal foul moves the ball forward quite a bit. Roughing the passer on that last play, and that's always going to lead to an automatic first down. Willis now. And he's going to be taken down back across midfield at the 49. Miami calls a timeout here. It's second. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half.
Desperation's a tricky thing, Kate. You love defenses when they're desperate and they're just playing on edge, but offensively, you're in a hole like this, the worst thing you could do is get desperate in a sack. Oh, it only adds further insult to injury.
And the cover just too good there. Didn't find the throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. Third down coming up.
I hate to be Mr. Negative guy, but a sack 2 plays ago, an incompletion right there. All that's missing, Kate, is an interception on this play, and you're going to hand this quarterback a misfortune trifecta that nobody wants.
The first carry now. This is Ollie Gordon. And he only gets a couple yards. They are well short. It's 4th down.
Well, Kate, that's a white flag waving if I've ever seen one. I'm not sure I saw any avenue with that run play that was going to result in a first down. It felt more like the coordinator saying, well, you earned that call by the mishaps on 1st and 2nd down.
Bradley Pinion on down to punt. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. So a one-sided contest as we reach the break here. Let's head over to Scott Hansen for the EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick recap of the first half, which has been strongly one-sided. This is heading towards blowout territory unless they can come from behind and get themselves a victory. Let's find out what happens in the second half. Let's go back out to the commentary team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
Thank you, Scott. Great work there. We, on the other hand, didn't have a great first half. Here's hoping things get a little bit closer this time around as we get set for quarter number 3. Here's Patterson now to kick this away. Damian Pierce now to return it. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. The Eagles and Saquon Barkley ready to take over once again. And eventually, Brock, one of their drives is going to fail to reach that end zone. But through 3 possessions so far, they have been perfect.
Yeah, and in order for that to happen, somebody somewhere on this defense has got to rise to the occasion.
On the right sideline, there's space. It's a Philadelphia touchdown. And that right there, Brock, is a touchdown I think our fellow broadcaster Greg Olsen would be proud of. A big strike to the tight end that I don't think a lot of receivers could have pulled off and make it look as easy.
You know, a lot of times you're splitting hairs talking about the differences between tight ends and receivers at this level because a lot of those guys, they work the same route tree and they move with the football, well, just like their receiver teammates. And they can score some lengthy touchdowns too, just like he showed off.
Elliott on now to attempt the point after. And it's off the mark. The kick is no good, but I think they can spare a point or two given the size of this lead.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
So now after his second missed point after the game, he's hoping to strike this one a little better as he kicks it away. Washington now to return. And he gets it up beyond the 20, but boy, did they plant him a few inches into the ground at the end of that run. The Dolphins and running back Devon Achane getting back to work. And his performance has ailed against what has been a very stout defensive front. This hasn't been a contest to stack up there among his better showings, partner. They've made it real difficult to find any holes to hit, and there's been absolutely no space for him to work with. Dolphins just about set up here, 1st and 10. On the give, it's Gordon. And that's an 8-yard chunk to start this one. That brings up 2nd and 2.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
Nice run last play. Sets up 2nd and 2. They'll try the middle with Gordon. And they crush him right near the marker. Looks close, but yeah, Brock, I think he safely got that first down before the hit.
You know what I like about a 2nd and short run play, Kate? Yeah, I like getting a first down, but you know what I like even more? That's going to set up a play-action pass in a similar down and distance, and that defense is going to have to key on the run.
All set to go now from the 35. The play fake now, Willis to throw. And the catch in and out of his hands, contact separating him from the football that time.
starting to just about exhaust every option and trick he's got at his disposal. That time, trying to test him outside the pocket, extend the play, there was just nowhere to go with it.
Here we go, set. 70 Timberwolves.
Working on second down. Willis. This is complete. Jalen Tolbert. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. They'll come up on 1st and 10.
And the Dolphin first down.
Now Jalen Wright gets it for the first time. Solid gain on that play, Brock. That's 5 yards. It's going to be second down.
That's some running over there, Kate, that's going to get some love from his coaches, maybe some fist pounds too. Nothing flashy. Just trust your keys, run behind your pads, and get what's there.
And off to Gordon. This one stopped. Play gains about 6 yards. And that is a Miami first down.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a third down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later for that next third down coming.
Tight end going in motion here. Willis to throw it. Pocket collapsing, and he's going to pay the price. Jonathan Bernard. And now it's 2nd and 19.
That's now the 3rd sack of the game, and I know how these defenders start to think. How many more can I tally up before this one's over? Still a bunch of game time. And this defense, well, they're feeling it.
Man in motion, out of the slot. Throwing is Willis. Look is there, but so is a defender. That hit forces the drop, and that's going to bring up 3rd down. So that play doesn't work out, but things make it even worse for them. Looks like one of their big guys out front is in need of a look from the training staff. No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Willis looking to throw. And it's incomplete, Brock. Good coverage to jar that one free. We've got 4th down. They'll bring out the punter here. It'll be Bradley Pinion doing the honors.
Formation for Miami.
And things just seem to keep snowballing for them. Now their special teams is involved. That's into the end zone for a touchback. Philadelphia's offense back out for another drive. And unsurprisingly, Brock, a great day on the scoreboard so far for him. Has it with the advantage as we move through this 3rd quarter. Starting on the ground here with Barkley. And he is hauled down right at that midfield strike. Talk about an explosive start to this drive. 30 yards.
Kate, I so love that every single week we get to see that stat, yards after contact. But I'll tell you what, I wish we could go back and see what the great Jim Brown, Walter Payton, and those boys did, because he just put on an effort they'd be proud of.
Couldn't connect right side. It's incomplete.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
Throwing on second. Hurts. That's Smith on the slant. So a solid gain there, Brock, but still 3rd down and short that they've got to figure out now as they pick up 9 on that previous play. Here's Hurts. Well, his first real mistake. That's intercepted. Willie Gay with the pick. And the Dolphins get it back as he intercepts him for the 2nd time this game. A give to Gordon, running left. And he's brought down as the drive starts out with a 4-yard gain.
That's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You could stick to the ground, you could throw beyond the sticks, really create some indecision now defensively.
4 yards on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 6. Finds his back. This is Ollie Gordon. And they make the tackle at the 38. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that is a Dolphins first down.
You just got to love that angle route. It's been around a long time, but think about it defensively, Kate. How many times do you see the backs out of the backfield or just run to the flat? The great running backs know how to plant their foot, sell that flat route, break it off to an angle, and break off the first down.
And they're going to get there for the sack, so that effort brings us to the end of this third quarter. Thankfully, only one quarter to play now. We've reached the end of 3 in this lopsided affair. It's the Dolphins who have the ball, hoping they can flip the script because this game has been a nightmare for them so far. After the sack could really use a big play here on second down. It's 2nd and 15. To throw, here's Willis. Screen here, it's Gordon. And they'll get there and stop him at the line.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
Defense gunning for a stop here. It's 3rd down. Here's Willis. Cox, this is Gordon again. And he's going to be stopped without adding much to that catch. Call it about a gain of 4. That is well shy of what they needed. It's 4th down. They're going to go for it here, trailing in the 4th. Here he goes. Got to have this on 4th down. He can't get away. They get the sack and force a turnover on down.
Well, this play never had a chance between the pressure at home and the coverage downfield. QB still got to find a way to throw it up and give somebody an opportunity to make a play.
The ball's on the 48. Here we go. 1st down. They'll go from the gun with Barkley. Fights his way through a tackle. Great run here. He's across the 35. He does it. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Okay, that's just simply the difference-making edge that these elite running backs bring to you. A lot of backs can get you 10 yards, 20 yards, but the elite backs, they can take it to the house.
Can attack on 2 more. The Eagles and Hurts to the line.
The Eagles.
All right, they're going to throw for it. And he can't bring it in. They don't get the 2 points. Okay, Brock, dialing up another 2-point call. And you remember when your friends didn't have a voicemail? It would just ring and ring and ring. It's still ringing. Falls short again of reaching that end zone.
Yeah, this defense is not doing very good between the 20s or even in the red zone, but they do find a way to rise up. This is always my challenge with being super aggressive, is why give that defense something to feel good about coming off the field after you put 6 on the board.
Miami set to take over once again on offense. And with this loss already assured, they at least want to find some points and avoid being shut out. Willis. Caught by Gordon out of the backfield. And he's going to be dropped quickly after making that catch. Being limited to a couple. A couple of yards on the catch leaves him 2nd and 8.
At the 28-yard line.
They go play action. Here's Willis. He shovels this one forward. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground.
He held on to that for one reason and one reason alone, because he's got some kind of powerful grip strength. That was incredible to take that shot and still possess the ball.
So now here's 3rd and 5. On the run, it's Gordon. On 3rd down, they wind up going the wrong way. That one goes backwards. And that play right there, Brock, is this game in a nutshell. No points, but plenty of struggles.
What did the late, great John Wooden used to say? Never confuse activity for achievement. We have not seen much achievement today.
Down big, they're going to exhaust all options, it appears. The offense lining up to go for this. Desperation time here. He connects downfield. What a way to pick it up on fourth down, Brock. Game goes to midfield, so then beyond, down inside the opposing 45. So the call to go for it rewarded beyond measure with one of the plays of our game, Brock. And I think they're as surprised as everybody with how well that one went.
Yeah, offensively, they love it. Defensively, you just want to crawl in a hole and just get away. Number one, you don't want to give up a conversion, and then a big play to boot. That's some tough defense.
They send a man in motion. And before the snap, the officials whistle that play dead. We've reached our 2-minute warning. Dolphins trying to do some window dressing. So first down from the 41.
Come on. Hey! Past the 60.
Lewis in the pistol. Has him on the quick hitter. And his effort after the catch gets him up near that marker. Gain of 9, Brock. It's second down.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on second down. That playbook wide open.
Got 9 of the 10 with that last grab. Need to get the last yard now on second. Working from the gun, it's Willis. Finds his man over the middle. They manage about 9 before a stop is made. And that's going to be a Dolphins first down.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
Motioning the tight end now. The give here to Gordon. Big gap up the middle. And he's finally hauled down at the 12. They gain 11 on that play. And it's going to be first down Miami.
A gain of 11 on the play. First down Miami.
So it's an Eagles win here in this one. And if they could play at this level every time out, well, their coaches would be happy as they could be. Total team effort, a dominating victory. With Rocky Ord and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Eagles are winners as we say so long from Philadelphia.